Now let's see about the French Revolution. Let's see the political scenario in France during the French Revolution. France was a well defined country which was ruled by a king with limitless power. Nationalism in France started with the French Revolution in 1789. As a result, the power was transferred from monarch to a body of French citizens. That's when people became aware that they are the ones who constitute the nation and should shape its destiny. What are the outcomes of the French Revolution? In France, the concepts of la patrie, the fatherland, and les citoyens, the citizen, were introduced to emphasize a united community with equal rights under a constitution. The royal standard flag was replaced with the new tricolour flag symbolizing the republic and national unity. Active citizens gained the right to elect the Estates General, which was renamed the National Assembly, representing a shift towards democracy. New national hymns were composed, citizens took patriotic oaths, and martyrs were honored in the name of the nation, reinforcing national identity. A centralized administrative system was established, ensuring uniform laws for all citizens across the country or the territory. Internal customs duties and dues were abolished, promoting free trade within the country. A uniform system of weights and measures was adopted, further centralizing the governance. Regional dialects were discouraged, and French was made the common language of the nation to foster unity. These reforms laid the foundation for modern France, emphasizing equality, unity, and national identity. How did it influence in Europe? Revolutionaries in France believed that it was their mission to assist other peoples of Europe in becoming nations, fostering a sense of duty to spread revolutionary ideas. News of the revolutionary events in France quickly spread to other European cities, inspiring similar movements and political thoughts across the continent. Students and educated middle class members in various European cities began forming Jacobin clubs inspired by the revolutionary ideas from France. These clubs organized campaigns and activities to promote revolutionary and nationalist ideas, often playing a crucial role in mobilizing local population. The establishment of these clubs and campaigns helped to strengthen French military efforts, enabling their armies to spread into Holland, Belgium, Switzerland, and most of Italy in the 1790s. These efforts by the French revolutionaries helped ignite the nationalist sentiment across Europe, leading to significant political changes in several regions. The advent of Napoleon. Political instability in France worsened due to corruption and movements by extremist Jacobins. Napoleon Bonaparte seized the power by overthrowing the government, ending democracy, and reinstating monarchy in France. Napoleon implemented revolutionary principles, particularly in administration, through the Civil Code of 1804, which is known as the Napoleonic Code. It abolished privileges based on birth, established equality before the law, secured the right to property, exported these reforms to regions under French control such as Dutch Republic, Switzerland, Italy, and Germany. In these regions, he simplified the administrative divisions, abolished the feudal system, freed the peasants from serfdom and manorial dues. So, serfdom was the status of the peasants who were legally bound to a lord's land, and these serfs were not free to leave the land without the lord's permission and were required to work the lord's fields in exchange for protection and the right to live on the land. Serfs were considered a part of the property and were tied to the estate, passing from one lord to another if the land was sold. And manorial dues, these were the obligations of payments that the serfs or the peasants owed to their lords under the manorial system. They could be in the form of labor, or that means working on the lord's land, or payments, which is money or produce or any other services. He also removed guild restrictions, enabling free trade, improved the transport and communication systems, introduced a common national currency and standardized weights and measures, and all these reforms satisfied peasants, workers, artisans, and emerging businessmen. So, how did the locals react to the French rule? People in regions such as Holland, Switzerland, Brussels, Mainz, Milan, and Warsaw initially welcomed the arrival of the French armies. The French were seen as messengers of liberty, bringing the promise of revolutionary ideas like equality, freedom, and the abolition of feudalism. But over time, the enthusiasm towards the French occupiers diminished and people began to turn hostile because though they were happy with the administrative changes, they were not happy with the political freedom. That means political freedom was not up to their expectation. Moreover, the French imposed higher taxes on the territories they controlled, leading to widespread discontent among the population. They placed restrictions on the press and free expression, contradicting the ideals of liberty that they had initially promoted. Also, local populations were unhappy with the forced recruitment of their men into their French armies. As a result, the people who had once welcomed the French as liberators now began to see them as oppressors, leading to resistance against the French rule.